Gemini, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower. It is going from the 22nd to the 28th of April. Yes. Sun has kicked back in. I don't know if you've seen that on Cymatic TV or seen the sun. Vibrations are picking up. It seems like everyone's enacting lifelong messages or lessons within their life to what they should be doing, and applying it in their life. Let's just see what's going on for you. Overall energies here, karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influence from the universe, influence from your past self, future self, and then the general outcome. Okay, so let's just see what's going on for you. I hope you have a lovely reading. Strength. We've seen that in your weekly readings here. There's obviously a pathway that you have had to take. And now the overall energies is bringing you, is helping you to, or is encouraging you. So then therefore you can build confidence within yourself and the pathway that you have chosen in regards to your relationship side, as much as on the financial side. And putting yourself first is really not in your etiquette, really. It's not your thing, and it can be really difficult. Because obviously it's down to what do you want to do, and it's much easier, obviously, to wait for other people to say, "Oh, I'd like to do this," and I'm not calling you out here or anything like that, because you're just so nice. That's the thing, and I think here is now sort of like it's giving you that strength and conviction for you to follow through from what you're doing. On your karmic message, carrying too much. Don't try and do too much. I think we talked about it in last week's reading as well. And sometimes it takes time to apply this in life. Putting yourself first is really important. But don't try and be the solution for everybody. It seems to be the similar sort of message that's coming out for you this week here as the following week. And as I said, sometimes it's difficult and it takes time to apply it in one's life. If you do, though, the universe is going to bring you forth with that strength of the overall energy, your crowning glory. I think it's bringing forth a very stimulating, mentally stimulating, intellectually stimulating relationship, because you have chosen to be you, and you're not taking on too much, and that allows you to get into more of the quality rather than quantity scenario of life. Okay, from your past to your future, you may well have been very disappointed in the past. And that's those 3 cups there that have been spent. And now you just need to turn around and see those 2 cups there, and you'll be laughing. You can really go off in the direction that's good for you. And I think that's what's been happening here in the past. I think you're gradually turning life to your favor, engaging in life in a way that not only that you enjoy, but also, not being scared to say, no, I can't do that because I'm going to be going to do this with this person here. And that's where it's going to open up sort of like relationships and connections with other people in a really nice way. That's been wanting to come out for you. I've seen it pop a couple of times in the pack there. And this is your future self. This is, once you get that confidence in you, that's when you can start using your intuition to create the best thing, the best scenario for you. And I think that comes out not necessarily this week. You may get inklings from that this week. It's sort of kind of going, right, I could, I sense that was going to be happening. And this seems to be becoming more and more strong and prevalent within your life. There is a decision need to be made. It's about carrying too much. And that decision is about being a leader in your life. That's all it is are you choosing to live your life fully? If you're not, you may get more than 5 of cups. This is why I think the strength card is there as well. It's to bring you that courage to choose you. Gemini. Choose you. When you do, I know a lot of Geminis. My grandfather was a Gemini for a start. He was the most loveliest of human beings. Really was. My grandfather was very honourable, an absolutely beautiful man. And I think, and I've got that rose-tinted glass view of Geminis. I think they're absolutely lovely. And there's a decision that you need to make here. This is a Gemini card as well. And you just need to make that decision to be the leader in your life more than anything else. On your financial side, a lot of people have been getting this. Planting seeds for your happier tomorrow. Planting seeds for your future success. That is going on a mission to create something for you. That's what it seems to be coming out. And I think that's what the strength card is also helping you to do, helping that sort of like side of things. For you to really become, you've got the courage and conviction to go ahead and do it. It's the moment you start planting those seeds, that's when things are going to start moving quickly as well. And quickly in the sense where you're going to get results. And the universe is trying to bring it in there and combine it with that courage. You're going to be laughing, Gemini. You really are going to be laughing. It's going to be so cool. Empress card from the past to the future. You know how to take your emotions out of the situation when you're dealing with your career path, your business, or your projects. You've got that capacity, but you've also got that capacity, and you've learned this over time, I think, this capacity to combine different aspects of life or different aspects of your job, your business, or your projects, different aspects to combine it into one or more than one opportunity. And I think that's what you're now starting to plant there. That's what you've learned here. And now you should be knowing what you need to plant in order to get your success in the going future. And your going future is that happiness after difficulty. I think the difficulty is coming to an end this week of when you're starting a business, the first 2 years, can be very, very difficult. It's make or break sort of scenario. And it seems like the wind is blowing in your favor. There is no doubt about it, with the energies and what forth. And that's after that really hard work. Now you're going to start seeing the results. Maybe not necessarily this week, but you can almost see them coming in. It's like the checks in the bank, but it hasn't cleared yet. And what is it doing at the top? Yeah, that's the general outcome. You've got the 10 of cups, which is what is, egging you on. So I think this is where, combining it with the overall energies here and what is influencing the universe, that's what you got to let go of, I think, more than anything else. And it seems a little bit like similar sort of thing that's going on in your relationship side. Once you start getting over those sort of stress and strains of things, that's when you can really start, allowing your success to come into place in regards to your financial wealth. It seems pretty straightforward here. It is getting on and doing. You're in your last month before your birthday, so sometimes it can be a little bit sluggish. There's a lot more reflection on the emotional side of life, and that's what could be holding you back a little bit. But let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. The Strength card bringing you healing and sort of feeling at home and at one with who you are and what you do. That's the strength of you. And once you start applying it, I think the overall, the energies from the universe as well, it's trying to, it's bringing you a lot of opportunities and a lot of possibilities. And it's just that you've got to, it's a repositioning of yourself more than anything else. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that you're passionate about, and there's maybe too many things. This is what I'm saying here. Maybe you're being You're being dragged from pillar to post in a way, or trying to fill too many things into your life. Therefore, it's a lot more difficult to have a connection with one person or with more than one person, with collections of people, with family, with friends, or community and stuff like that. I'd just be a little bit wary of that, of trying to do too much, more than anything else. And it is a conscious choice that you're making. With the Ace of Swords, you know what? I think this crowning moment comes in out of the blue once you make that decision to start putting yourself, you being putting yourself first. Once you get that within that, that's where I think you're going to be very surprised about the results that it brings in, the emotional reassurance, or the emotional advancements, the connecting, the emotional depth that is within the situation. I think it's going to be your crowning glory once you make that decision. And I think it's almost trying to influence that sort of side, to use your intuition in regards to your relationships. And you get the Five of Cups out there. Did you not get the Five of Cups earlier on? No. Yeah. What am I talking about? It is the Five of Cups with the Five of Cups. But yes, I think this is it's taught you a lot, disappointment, unfortunately. And sometimes we need to go through that to learn it. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. But now you're through the other side, that's where you really want to be, just connecting to those two cups and going for your future. Leave your past where it is and look to your future. Choose you, Gemini. Choose you. Really choose you. With the High Priestess, and this is in your future self, you get the Ten of Cups. You've got the Ten of Cups on the other side as well. That's two Ten of Cups, in your future self. I think it's a real bridging moment this week. You're coming through this sort of like threshold in a way this week, and it needs strength, it needs courage, it needs conviction. And if you follow that, it's gonna change enormous amount of things. It'd be great to see what happens on your monthly reading as well. Woof, that's going to be quite a real humdinger of a reading. It'd be good to see that. It's twice now you got the Empress out there. You got to choose you. Yeah, exactly. Give birth to something new, a whole new world. And that world, in theory, should be based upon your happiness. And that's where you're walking away from the past and into your future. And it's, listen to that inner voice rather than just sort of kind of going, telling it to be quiet. Listen to it. You may not like what you hear sometimes. And sometimes we're very hard with ourselves, and we shouldn't be so hard, but sometimes we are. But listening to that inner voice is really going to bring you to into a stage where you can, quite literally, it's a logical choice to put yourself first. It's not an emotional one. It's a very logical choice, and I think you're very capable of doing it, Gemini. And the moment you do, that's when things really do start playing in your favor. On your financial side, the Knight of Pentacles, with the Three of Wands. Now, okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is not the fastest knight in the pack. He's standing around his field. That's the field in the background that is all ploughed. He needs to plant it up. I don't know if you've ever done planting according to the moon. That's all got to do with Rudolf Steiner, because he created a system where you plant seeds and do weeding and various things according to the moon, or the moon phases. And I think here is as well is noting really what you plant at what moment. And it may appear to the outside world that you're procrastinating and not getting on, because no one sees those seeds once you plant them in the ground. That's the problem. No one sees them. So they don't see the actual work that you're doing. And I would just be very sensitive about what moment to do what, basically. Chariot card, you get the Justice card. Things really start moving in your favor. The moment you start planting the seeds of your own success for your future success, it will bring you your just desserts, as it were. You know, you're going to get that success in your life. And I think that Nine of Swords is unfounded, really, more than anything else. Yes, it's sometimes complicated to start a business, but, you know, without those complications, if you knew you were just going to make money out of it, you know, it'd probably be quite just boring in a way. You know, there is a certain degree of uncertainty about everything, you know, and I think it's unfounded more than anything else. With the Empress, yeah, you did get the Empress twice on there. With the Empress, you get the Seven of Wands. This is that confidence that we're talking about here, and it comes from your past, really, that knowing that you should be have taken a direction that corresponds to you. And it's a little bit off track of what you were doing before. But we've seen that in your weekly readings over the past year more than anything else. And now it seems to be really in the forefront of things. You're starting a new project, happiness after difficulty. You get the Seven of Cups. It was another seven. Seven of Swords, was it? No, Seven of Wands just underneath it. Blimey, I'm really missing the cards today. Seven of Wands under it. There's a real revelation that's going on in your financial side of life, and your job and your business and your projects. Real revelation. You're starting to realize a great deal. And, you know, there's only one cup that's giving you the good stuff. That's that water that you so desire. That emotional fulfillment within your workspace. And that's the realization that's going to take you forward towards your happiness. What is this Nine of Swords all about? Let's just see what's going on there. Knight of Cups. From the Knight of Pentacles. Your karmic mission is to create a scenario, create your own success, which will bring in either a new offering. And yes, it can be stressful. Starting a new job and everything like that can be stressful. But I certainly think you can deal with it. Certainly because you've got that lovely strength card on there. And you've also got the 2 sevens on there because you're realizing a lot of things. And when you realize a lot of things, that will empower you. There you go, Gemini. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I hope they help you to engage in life in a very productive and positive way. There's also all the stuff we do on Cymatic TV, all about energy. You'll find that linked in the description or around my head at any given point. In the meantime, I'll either see you over here or over there or over here, whichever way. It'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.